Hi, my name is Eric Torres. I'm in interpersonal communications class with Professor Brevard. I will be speaking about the news article about the death of an innocent man by former Dallas police officer Amber Guyger. It all started on September 6, 2018, when Amber Guyger had just finished working a 13-and-a-half-hour shift. She entered the victim's home, Botham Jean, mistaking it for her own apartment, and fatally shoots him in the chest. After mistaking him for a burglar, moments after the shooting, Guyger realizes she is in the wrong apartment. On September 9, 2018, an arrest warrant was issued for Guyger, charging her with manslaughter. She was released on $300,000 bond and put on an administrative leave. According to an arrest warrant affidavit, Guyger told investigators she arrived home at around 10 p.m. and mistakenly parked her pickup truck on the 4th floor of her apartment complex building instead of the 3rd floor, that's where she lives. She then claimed she walked down a hallway to an apartment she thought was hers. But when she went to insert the keys, she had found the door slightly ajar. As she entered, she heard someone inside and saw a large silhouette in a nearly dark apartment. When she thought it was a burglar, she fired twice after telling the person she believed to be an intruder to show their hands. On September 11, 2018, the Dallas County District Attorney Faith Johnson says Guyger is not ruled out of a murder indictment. On September 13, 2018, Botham Jean's funeral services happened. On September 24, 2018, the Dallas Police Chief, Renee Hall, announces Guyger has been fired from the Dallas Police Department. On November 30, 2018, a Dallas County grand jury indicts Guyger on one count of murder. He didn't deserve it. He felt safe in that apartment and he was violated, Jean's mother, Allison Jean, told reporters. On April 30, 2019, the 911 call made by Guyger after she shot Jean was obtained by local news. Guyger repeatedly tells a dispatcher, "I thought it was my apartment. I thought it was my apartment. I'm going to lose my job." On September 23, 2019, the murder trial for Guyger begins. The prosecutor, Jason Hermes, asked the jury to convict Guyger of murder, saying she gave Jean no opportunity for de-escalation, no opportunity for him to surrender before opening fire and killing him. On September 24, 2019, jurors are shown the tragic body cam footage in court from inside the apartment complex, capturing arrival from the officers responding to the gunshots fired call, showing Guyger's confession in her confusion in her repeatedly saying, "I thought it was my apartment." It also shows officers trying to revive Jean. On September 25, 2019, Texas Ranger David Armstrong, who is the lead homicide investigator, testified without the jury in the courtroom, saying based on the investigation, he doesn't believe Guyger committed a crime. On September 26, 2019, Guyger testifies for her own defense, telling the jury of the moment she came face to face with Jean after opening the wrong apartment door. "I was scared to death," and she added her heart rate skyrocketed. Overcome with emotion, Guyger breaks down several times on the witness stand, saying, "I'm sorry, she never wanted to take an innocent person's life." On September 30, 2019, the jury begins deliberations. On October 1, 2019, the jury convicts Guyger of murder. On October 2, 2019, Guyger is sentenced to 10 years in prison for the killing of Botham Jean. Prosecutors have recommended 28 years. That's the age Jean would have turned this year. Brandon Jean, Botham's 18-year-old brother, expressed forgiveness to Guyger, said she should find Christ, and asked the judge if he could hug her. The two embraced with Guyger crying, and the judge was also emotional. So with that conviction, I agree with it. As a Dallas police officer, she was a police officer. She was supposed to be protecting the city She wasn't supposed to be adding to the danger of it, which I get it. She had just come off a 13-and-a-half-hour shift. She was exhausted. She was delusional. But the third floor and fourth floor, she should have been aware of her surroundings. She's an officer. You should always be aware of your surroundings. I understand how she could have felt nervous with opening that door because it was ajar. But I do feel like her fatally shooting Jean was probably the wrong decision. She had better and more time, that she could have changed that outcome of that instead of deciding to shoot him right away.